Joined now by Syracuse head coach Gary Gait ahead of the ACC Tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend. We'll take questions for Coach.
Gary, how do you think the team responded after you mentioned after the North Carolina game you wanted them to look in the mirror and go at it hard this week?
I think they've had a good week so far. You know, it's only been 3 days of practice, but we had another team meeting, and you know, just make sure we're all aligned, and we have been all year, and we still are. It's just a matter of you know, making sure that we're focused and not distracted, and we can at least put our best foot forward come Friday.
Is there anybody that's really stood out in terms of players that have led the team, challenged the team, embraced?
No, it's
leadership?
really everybody. You know, we got good captains, and you know, from day one, everybody's on the same mission. They want the same results, and they don't want to be a detractor from that. So, you know, we haven't had, you know, any issues to speak of. It's just a matter of how do we get ourselves in a position where we make more plays and win more games. So that's what we're working on.
Coach, in that North Carolina game, especially down the stretch, there were times where some of your players were looking for calls and obviously just didn't get them. What's your message to the team in those situations to just keep their cool and to not get too emotional in a game like that?
Yeah, you know, we talk a lot about not getting upset, not reacting to the officials. Sometimes it's hard. I think as coaches, we have to remind ourselves of that every once in a while. But you know, the players, you know, we say calm is contagious is one of our sayings, and you know, when we're calm and focused, I think we do a better job making plays than when we get worked up and kind of just react to whatever's happening. So we'll be hopefully back to calm is contagious come Friday.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've emphasized to your team this week in terms of in practice?
It's just to prepare and make sure that you don't have any distractions through all the other stuff going on, the finals, and like take care of everything you can take care of so you can focus on the game and do the work to be ready. And that's really it.
In terms of Notre Dame, obviously they've won 3 straight since you guys beat them earlier this month. Just what have you seen from them during this winning streak?
Well, they're defending champs still. They got outstanding talent, and you know, we played really well the last time to beat them, and we're just hoping we can do. If you do it once, you can do it twice. So that's kind of our mindset. But we know that we got to execute at a high level, and we got to play our best game.
What are the things you did well against Notre Dame the first time around that you feel like have to repeat themselves this time around?
Oh, we shot really well. I thought we did. I thought possessions we did pretty well. Obviously, clearing is a focus for us to improve on that. Make sure we do a better job clearing, and you know, hopefully win some faceoffs and get some more possessions than they have.
Is there any difference in the way that you guys prepare going into the postseason? Obviously, you did beat Notre Dame before, but now it's a kind of a different beast. Is there any sort of change in the way you guys are attacking this game?
Not necessarily a change in the way, but obviously we make adjustments to the game plan accordingly, because you know, that usually is an easier, or you have nothing to lose when you're making an adjustment coming off a loss. But coming off a win, sometimes you get nervous about making adjustments because you know, go with what worked the first time. But I think I always have the philosophy be prepared for it to be different, because they're going to make adjustments. So we try and anticipate those as much as we can and be ready to play.
How do you take 3 more questions?
I'm sorry. How do you see Finn just kind of getting back in there? He went from playing, now he's back in the starting
Yeah, I
lineup.
think you know, first couple practice this week he's like 100%. So you know, I think it's nice to see our offensive guys are back to full strength. So it's nice.
You had a few guys make all ACC, but I wanted to ask particularly about Jimmy and, you know, his journey to being a first-year starter and being named all ACC. How did he attain that?
He you know, he played really well in the ACC. Averaging almost 15 saves a game, highest save percentage in league play, and that's how you become an ACC goalie of the year. It's by playing the best, and he's done a great job. So now he just needs a little bit more help from the defense, and we'll be in great shape.
Final question.
For you, is it just as simple as seeing a win in terms of trying to build momentum? Like, how important is that for you guys?
Yeah, I think, if we can go out and win a game, then you build some confidence again. Right now, we're going in with a mentality of you got nothing to lose, lay it on the line, everything you got, and if that, hopefully that works for us, and if that works, then we can use that and build some momentum and some confidence, and hopefully have a great game in the next one.